Right, peeps. I hope you can all hear me. Let me just check chat to see if anyone's here that can tell me if they can hear me. Remy, good to see you. Willow, hello. Drogos, good to see you. Rock Lobster, good to see you. Ah, the main gentleman, very good. Cappy, thank you very much for the follow earlier, and to all the others that have followed earlier, and to everyone else that's in chat, but hasn't said hello yet. Welcome. Now then, I am slightly late. Let me just get you guys seeing what I can see. Right, I'm very late actually. I'm still on Exodus. Ooh, shock. Heading to... Have I come out on the right side? Celebration. This could be a long trip if I've monumentally screwed up. I don't think I have. I know what I'm doing. Right. Let's just get across here, because I'm hoping it's just going to be a smooth transition. And then we can go into more detail about who we're going to see and what we're going to see. Here we go. Please don't go wrong for me. Right. Yeah, we're in the right spot. Recognise that mountain. Actually, that was better than I expected. Right. We are going to see quite an unusual creation, shall we say. That a chappie called Madnath has created. Now let's just take a look at this chappie. This is a picture that I took when I first met Madnath. I'm hoping some of the text does sort of like take away from the image. It's quite hard in the eyes. But here are some details from the rather fabulous Wurm note that Drogos has created. I do recommend going to check that out. Let me go and get a link. On there you will find a wealth of information. All things Wurm. And it does have some interesting tidbits about certain players. I haven't looked up myself yet, so I'm tempted to do that. But Madnath has felt rested 4,065 times. Madnath has grunted way too many times, man. You fasted for 225 times. You've created terrain graffiti 828 times. Now, this last one I found very interesting. Out of all the lands, Madnath has visited Exodus the least. That is just rude. Totally rude. Needs to change. Take note. Anyway, we're going to see something that he's created, which is not the usual thing at all. It's not a building. I don't know what it is actually. I'm intrigued as everyone else. Let's oh, there's one other thing I need to do as well. Let me just stop the music, because we are going to get Madnath on the stream as well, which I'm hoping is going to go okay. Right, Madnath, should I call you on Discord?
Hello, good sir.
Aha! Hello! Now can
How there?
I am absolutely ecstatic.
I mean, you know, I'm really proud of what I created, but how much content you'll get out of it, we will see. I do have some stuff planned for it, so look forward to it.
Ah!
But it will make zero sense to anybody, and I think that's going to be the best part.
So some true Wurm logic then.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Interesting.
Now then, am I going the right way?
The stream will be a bit delayed.
Bit delayed.
Yes, if you go to the right from where you are sort of heading towards now, you will see something appear.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
on,
my right.
yeah, on the if you were looking at the community map, what you're heading towards with that Magranon Colossus is the bulk storage bin deed. Try saying that 5 times fast.
Oh my god.
Thatcher's deed is to the right, which is where you want to be aiming for.
I will admit, I've been down the pub.
I've got like a nearly empty can of Monster right next to me, so I'll be very excitable, and you can be the slightly intoxicated one of us.
Dear oh dear.
So what I will ask, if you've been to the pub, is did you have any pork scratchings?
Ooh. Put me on the spot now. No, I had cheese and what do they call it? Not cheese and vinegar.
Cheese and
Cheese
onion.
Wow.
Cheese and vinegar sounds interesting.
I think we should try that one.
Do you remember, like, a decade ago, Walkers did the like create a flavor contest, and they gave us some really weird combinations, like really weird flavors, rather. Do you remember that, or is that just like a mind bubble thing for me?
Possibly. I'll have to admit, I can not remember, like a month.
I am usually the exact same. So there was stuff like fish and chips flavor, which I was a big fan of, not gonna lie. And there was like squirrel roadkill. I'm not
Squirrel?
kidding. That wasn't actually, yeah, squirrel, and like the illustration on the pack of Walkers, mind you.
Oh my god.
It was like a squirrel with like crossed out eyes on a road. It was weird. And then there was like Builder's Breakfast and stuff. Chili and chocolate was another one in there as well.
Chili and chocolate. Can I just ask, did you try these?
I didn't try chili and chocolate, I don't think. But I tried the rest.
Brave man if you did. Scary, scary. Oh my god. Cajun squirrel. Yeah, see, Madnath says squirrel, and I immediately sort of like thought willow, but that's a joke between us. You didn't receive us. This is gonna sound a bit weird. You didn't tell me it was that big.
Well, for the first time ever on a stream, you actually left me like just completely unsure of what to say.
Been there.
I mean, yeah, there is the exact measurement on the thread, but I did bring a pickaxe that I can actually hand to you, so you can actually check the slope yourself as well. There's one particular trick we're going to do with it. I'm going to show you it exactly to scale compared to something else, which will be interesting.
Why?
And I've also got this very interesting little thing which I'll be able to trade over to you. I will need it back, but it will be an interesting test for you if you've been to the pub. So
Oh god.
we will see how all of this goes. I hope this all goes off well, but we will see.
It's gonna be one of those streams.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for sure for both of us. I've never really had a chance to do any theatrics with the lava spike, even though I've always really wanted to. So I'm really glad this is happening. My mind's been in overdrive for a bit, just thinking like, oh, what if I do this, what if I do that? And I've got the stuff I've got planned out. Hopefully, will just work. So we will see.
Crikey. Should I be worried?
Now isn't the time for fear. That comes later.
We're not going to see one of Madnath's boys right at the top of this thing, are we?
Oh no, there is nothing at the top of it. But there will be something to be said about that. But again, I will leave that for now. You will see. So to the right of where you are now is like Salaka's thing. Just pretend it isn't there. It's like the eyesore of the area.
God, did 360 there, Jesus.
Sorry, it will be to your left, not your right. What am I saying?
Don't confuse me.
Yeah, plenty of time to confuse you as time goes on. So no, I'm not getting in on it early. Don't worry.
Good lord, how many wagons this guy got?
Oh, there's a lot more in the west of the map, I think. But yeah, he's got a fair few. I've hidden mine since I knew you were coming.
You had a bit of a tidy up. I'm impressed.
I mean, not really. I've hidden a couple of wagons and that's about it. Because I came here, like, ready for you being here when the stream went live, and I was like, oh, bugger. All of this is just, like, out in the open. Like, I should, like, at least put some of this away.
Let me park.
Lo and behold, I basically didn't.
Park the boot here.
Yeah, anywhere along here is fine. Slacker doesn't exactly play on Celebration, and the deed right next to where we are is mine anyway, so you are good to basically do whatever.
Well, this...
But yeah, right ahead of you here is the lava spike of Celebration. And I got disconnected when I disembarked again, very nice. Okay.
Hurry.
So when you actually like look up to the top of it as well from the base, it really sets the scale of it, I find.
Jeez.
I really like what you've got going on stream where with like the light going through the trees. It makes it look a lot more majestic than it really is.
My eyes are blinded. That's an oh, better be careful what I say. That's an impressive spike.
yeah, thank you very much. Not very often I hear comments like that. You know, I'll always take them. Highlighting the border of these tiles can be an absolute nightmare because you can tell that these borders weren't really meant to be stretched this extremely. To your right you will see a gravestone, which is one of a couple of deaths that happened while the spike was being worked on.
Who died? Not you.
No, actually I never died working on it, which is impressive, but some of us did.
Oh man.
Yeah, so there have been a handful of people who helped me make the spike what it is. It definitely was not a solo project, and one of them was Zaj. So if you actually look at the base where I'm at here, you'll see this one tile is rock. So the lava spread downwards onto this tile and turned it into rock, because that's what lava does. So I froze it. Long story short, I just logged on a different alt and I froze the tile. But then somebody went to, I think it was Zaj actually, went to extend the spike, started the action, stood on the tile, tabbed out. Turns out even though it was displaying as rock and the mouse over said rock, it was still damaging people as if it was lava. So for about a full day, we had a rock tile that was secretly lava.
Oh my god.
Which was very scary. If you actually just like stay roughly there, I've actually got an artifact from that time. You'll see just how urgent this was for Wurm health and safety. This is what I did to make sure nobody was harmed. I put lists down, and that was about it.
This rock is lava, do not walk on it.
In all caps, so you knew it was urgent. You absolutely knew it was urgent. You see all caps, you pay attention, you do what it says. Like, we all know this.
But surely some people would say, is that right? I need to walk on this to find out.
I did it multiple times over the day, probably like every hour or so, because it completely perplexed me. I was wondering, because it was over 1,000 slope at the time it happened. Like, I was wondering if I had broken the game, expanding past that sort of point. Lo and behold, no, it eventually went how it should be, but for probably like a full day, it could secretly kill you. It was brilliant. I felt really impressed.
Jesus.
So yeah, do you want to hear the actual intro of how this project came to be?
Oh yes, definitely. We want all the history.
So I made this deed here, Thatcher's deed, which was designed by Bakita. I haven't owned a deed up until I made this. I've always just lived with Fabricant. And I decided, I wanted to do something sort of silly, just to make the place stand out. Like, I've put a fair whack of hours into it to make it look how it does. Like, a lot of this was surface mined down from the mountain. And I remembered that Erupt causes the northwestern corner of a tile to raise by 4 each time. So I spoke to somebody who I won't name just in case, but they look at the Wurm Unlimited code, and I asked, what is the limit on Erupt? Like, at what point will it stop raising slope? And they said, it doesn't appear that there's a limit. So I said, alright then, Cowabunga it is. So I had myself and a bunch of old school Path of Power, and religiously for quite some time we just erupt and froze one single rock tile until the devs decided that they couldn't risk it and that they had to remove it. They had to put a limit on it because it could potentially cause server instability. So the project was killed. Eventually, I'm over it. It did hurt because it's a project I'm still very proud of in a weird way. But that's the short version of it. It got a lot of people just happy to see something less absurd. Weirdly, reception was oddly positive. Not because people are negative, but I just didn't expect people to really like the concept as much as they did. And I've got a bunch of people just really like how silly this idea is. Like, just keep it going as long as you can. I had a couple of people say, hey, I'm on the server. If you can summon Soul me over, I'll AFK there, and every day or two I'll come on and I'll just erupt it. Lord Mazalot, for example, did it. Zaj, of course, did it. We had Haverji for a short stint on a couple of his alts doing it as well. And even more people. Fresquesa helped a lot with it as well, sort of in the last couple of months of it. So yeah, a lot of people actually worked on this, and there's a lot of images as it went on the forum thread as well.
Crikey.
Would you like to have a rough guess of the slope?
No.
Go on, give us one guess.
One guess.
I'll trade you over a pickaxe afterwards, and we can see how far off you are.
Ooh, crikey. That's... I'm going to go with 500 plus.
500 plus is a bit too easy. Give us something in the... At least in the range of a 100. Do you think it's 800, 900, 1,000, 1,100?
945.
945, very specific. Well, mate, I will need my pickaxe back, but here you go. Take that, and just mouse over the slope. Don't do it the one that we're facing with the rock, because that is raised 4 higher. If you do it where I'm stood, you'll get the true scale.
Ah. Tile corner. Whoa.
Yep. 1,394.
Holy.
It was, it's fun. I'm still very proud of it. I wish that I got a chance to get it above the 1,500. That was like my goal in my mind at that point. I would have been happy had I been able to reach that, but unfortunately got stopped a little bit before I could do that.
That's impressive. That's a bit mind-blowing, actually.
Would you like to see an actual comparison to how it measures up with one of Wurm's largest peaks?
Oh, yeah.
Right, just come with me onto the path because you won't be able to see it as well with the grass. So, there is actually a trick I can do, okay? If you just like look at the ground below my feet. I have a 1-to-1 replica scale of Dragonfang. And when I say that, I mean it. It's the actual height of Mount Dragonfang on Independence. Or like that, like the entire thing is here. Look at that. Now just compare that to the spike. It easily triumphs Dragonfang. It is significantly taller. It's impressive that Mount Dragonfang actually got the name of a mountain, when really the entire size can be put into a statuette.
Holy crap.
You know, it's I can't say all of that while keeping a straight face, I'm sorry. It was an idea I had just to like throw in a completely random and fake measurement, and that was what I came up with, just comparing it to Dragonfang. But yeah, you know, compared to Dragonfang, it absolutely trumps it.
It's totally true, it's totally true.
Yeah, no, completely true. I do not tell the developers that I've got the entirety of Mount Dragonfang in my inventory.
Of course, we know that is a feature, so...
Oh yeah, no, of course. But, you know, you can't be too careful with these things. Alright, I'm going to ask for that pickaxe back.
Yes, let me give you that back, and... Ah, I've got a present for you too.
Oh dear.
There you go.
Oh, yes, please, thank you. I am going to put that on the forge along with my other favourite ones. It will go right next to Macho Deed, Randy Savage, Pizza Hut, and Family Guy Funny Moments.
Oh my god.
They were actual deeds and they were all on Sally.
This place has got quite the reputation, I have to say.
Yeah, it's, you can see why I live here, I think. Okay, so before I do the next thing, is there anything you want to ask about the spike? Do you want to say some stuff with chat? Anything you want to do?
Let me just catch up with chat, because I'm a little bit out of the... Oh, I know how cats feels now. Ah, cats! Hello! Oh dear. Right, has anyone got any questions in chat for Madnath about the spike? Spike or doom, says Sugar Fox. Has anyone ever climbed it? Says Travis.
That would be climbed using the in-game climb like feature. Not that I'm aware of. Even I haven't bothered with it. But there's a reason for that, and I will get to it. How much of my sanity is left after making that thing? Most of it was actually pretty painless, to be absolutely honest with you, which it really surprised me. It's, I don't know, like, when you've got a project that you just fall in love with because it's so strange, you do get an absolute attachment to it. And when I said like how sad I was in the thread when it got patched out, like I actually did genuinely mean it. That feeling, you know, when you complete like a game, a single player game or something that you really love, and you know it's like done now, that sort of like weird empty feeling. I sort of had that, but amplified, because this was going to be my project for a long time. I just wanted to keep going and going and going with it. And you know, they removed it for a good reason. I can't sit and be upset when it comes to things like server instability. That's no joke. It's just how it is. I did have a little bit of a... I don't know how to word this without it sounding really awful. I did have a little bit of the last laugh situation with that patch. So when the patch went out to limit the like how much slope can be gained using Erupt, they broke something. And you couldn't talk about it in places like GL because you would probably get in trouble for it. So Joshua, you know that if you open a mine, you can't adjust the rock layer that's like right around it, right?
Did not know that.
Well, okay, but yeah, you can't do that. So if you had a mine entrance and the right outside that mine is rock, you can't adjust that rock outside of the mine, because if you did that, it messes with the actual cave opening. They removed that restriction on Erupt. And that sounds like kind of nothing, but what happens when you cast Erupt outside of an open mine, or like alter the rock layer outside of a mine, it opens the void. I mean that literally. It opens up the world below you and you can just fall into the void. Sometimes it will just insta-kill you. Sometimes you'll just fall through the void and end up on like another part of the server, apparently. That got a very quick patch, I think within a couple of hours, if I remember right. But that was a thing. I kind of broke the limit of one thing, got a patch, and then that patch caused something else to break. So I kind of feel I got 2 in 1 for that.
Oh my god. Is it safe to be around you?
Just
checking the
time, I'm pretty relaxed now. I have had like other ideas for projects using Erupt. I kind of want to find a mountain and surface mine it in certain ways and then erupt around it to create like a real pyramid, like an actual pyramid you can go inside of, and I would love to make it like an Impelong deed. But finding and funding an area like that, and then the amount of time that will go into it, I don't know if I've really got that in me, truth be told.
I'd say that would be quite an undertaking.
Yeah, it would be literally monumental. Like, we have pyramids in game already, don't get me wrong, but I don't really think that there's any that would be big enough to host events in. You know? I don't think that's actually a thing. Okay, we've not had any other questions. Katzper said my voice is so endearing, and that's like the best compliment of the month best compliment of the year I've received so far. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right, I will set up for the next part of this. You may or may not like it. If you actually, tell you what, if you want to hold type, I'm going to quickly give you this very quickly. I'm going to talk about it for a brief moment while I set something else up.
Last eruption.
Yes, so Serafina has a wonderful library on Xanadu, and she actually is filling it up with stories about certain Wurm events. And one of the first that she did was actually writing about the last eruption of the lava spike. There are a bunch of pages in there, and I think what could be fun is if you actually read them. I think you should totally read the book as we do what I'm planning next.
Oh my
the
god.
pages will be out of order, so you might want to get them in order.
I'll get them in order.
Whatever. I don't know if you can sort name and it'll sort them all. I don't know if you'll have to do it manually. I don't know.
Where's page 1? God, my eyes gone screwed. Oh, there's page 2. Okay.
Oh god. Oh no, it shouldn't have decayed. It's been sat on top of an LMC.
No, please don't say they've decayed.
Nothing else has decay.
Has it got any doubt? No, it's not. Let me just...
Oh, is it postscript?
Oh, postscripts?
Oh no, it wouldn't be, would it? I mean, we could open it and have a look.
Ooh.
No, it's
Not
just
that
a
one.
general relic. Ooh, that's not good. Is Seraphina online? Seraphina is not online. Ooh.
Oh.
I'll let you say your catchphrase in this situation. I'm not gonna steal your catchphrase.
Pants.
Hit us with the pants.
Oh, Poodle P might come into this one. Oh, man.
Well, we can start with page 2. Postscript credits is probably still fitting enough, to be honest. Maybe? It's been sat on top of an LMC. I have genuinely no idea how that's happened. Unless it was buggered up at some point and page 2 is actually page 1. That's always possible.
I suppose, yeah, could be. God.
It's a very impressive piece of writing, I will say. It is absolutely worth it. Seraphina really outdid herself with it. It's very, very good.
This is going to be a new segment, Story Time with Calvert. Right, is that all in order? Oh no, page 4. So it's only page 1. Maybe there wasn't a page 1.
Maybe not. That's like my only guess.
Right, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, well, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, they're all in order.
Okay, so if you want to come back over to the base of the spike, like just a moment here, you're gonna see my favorite part of this, what I've been waiting for. Now, through the magic of Discord messery, I'm going to say something to you, and stream won't be able to hear it. So look, when the spike was done and I was giving somebody a tour of it, there was an incident where somebody fell off of it and like splattered on the ground. If you could imagine the biggest, juiciest watermelon you could find and hitting it with a bat as hard as you could, sounded sort of like that.
Oh my god.
Look, GMs have told me I've got to give like this health and safety briefing before anybody goes up it. So look, just give yourself like a virtual nod of the head as I go through this. Just pretend you're paying attention to it. Just keep hands, feet, extremities, weapons, shields, hats, everything on board at all times. Be careful. Do not fall. Don't scream in my ear. Just generally be careful. There's like 5, 6, 7 pages of this disclosure that the GMs told me to read off to people, but we don't have time for that. We're live on air, so I'm just going to switch back to being audible. Alright, so if you actually just want to right-click on the unicorn and hop on as passenger, I'm going to show you something very silly.
Oh,
Perfect, you can get on it.
my
Right.
god.
So, have you noticed this tree? This oak tree right here?
Indeed.
It is enchanted, and it is old. I wild growthed that to old for a very particular reason on this particular tile. Enchanting the grass, which enchants the tree, keeps it at that growth stage forever. Now, this does take some finagling. I hope I get it particularly quick. There we go.
Oh my
We can
god.
ride up the spike. It is a little bit fiddly, but most of all, it is incredibly slow. But through this magic trick, in however long it will take, I will be able to take you to the very top very safely, unless you disconnect. And you'll be able to get a view of the area basically all around. Now, you can probably see why I gave you that book to read. Very much like a flight, you probably want to take something to read. So I can be totally silent if you want to read that book out to your chat while slightly inebriated.
Oh
I
my
think
god.
we'll all find that quite funny.
I'm gonna call the guards.
Do not look down no matter what you do.
Do not look
because
down.
you might,
I might freak out.
there might be bombs coming out of this horse.
Oh my god. Right, focus. Focus. Okay, I can do this. Welcome, one and all. Right. The history of the spike, or the last eruption of the spike. Not the first volcano to be commanded at the whim of a Wurmian. The spike was destined to become the crowning achievement of volcanic formations, and last of its kind on the face of this world. Through similar heights may be found within the natural world among cliff faces and mountain crevices. There is not a single... Quick, turn a page, turn a page. Volcano, which is able to boast such impressive heights. I feel like I'm doing her a disservice reading this.
You're doing fantastic, mate, honestly.
The settlement of Thatcher's Deed on Celebration was founded on the day of sleep in the 4th week of the starfall of the Saw in the year 1107 by Madnath. Intended as a marketplace for horses and general goods, the settlement was in need of a crown jewel that were to attract sightseers and window shoppers alike. The coastal market was convenient, but lacked any truly, lacked any truly, no, I've opened the page again. Lacked, oh for God's sake. Why is that? Have I opened the same page 3 times already?
It just adds to it, don't worry.
Oh, for the love of God! Where's page 4? You will get right. I'm on page 5 now. Page 5. Lacked any truly thrilling spectacles that might draw a crowd. Good Lord. All of this changed on the day of luck in the 3rd week of Starfall of Omens in the year 1107, when inspiration struck. I'm sure I'm missing words out, I do apologise. Confronted with a large rocky area. It occurred to Madnath that erupting a volcano in the settlement might draw visitors if it reached an impressive height. Perhaps tall enough to overtake... Get the right page. The entire world of Wurm. He surveyed the area to find the perfect location, when he was recognized as brave within the power of Path. He was granted the ability to erupt volcanoes and begun summoning forth lava with the assistance of his dear friend, Father Jack. Has he got a cousin called Father Ted?
That's exactly. It's why he's got the drunkard title on at all times. So you got the right reference.
After the initial inspiration, Madnath decided to seek out other volcanoes. Seriously? To determine what could constitute the largest. Considering that the 2nd or 3rd tallest never landed anyone in any history books, that's very true, he was determined to be the most impressive, regardless of any risks to his safety or the stability of the region in which he had settled. He searched high and, please be low. Low.
You got this.
I need a drink, hold on.
You on the Shandy Bass?
Yes. He searched high and low to find the tallest Wurmian-made peak. What he discovered was nothing short of monumental. That venture was known as the Cartrip Lava Spike on Independence, and it had begun in the year 1025. That's the year I started playing, I think. Plagued by extended time away from the settlement and the destruction of a nearby altar to Magron. God, this is where I'll just butcher all the bloody gods' names. The project stalled for years. Eventually, the lava spike reached an impressive...
Drumroll, please.
403 dirts tall by the time Cartrip ceased work and abandoned the project in 1063. Finally, on the day of the wrath, in the first week of the starfall of the digging, God, I nearly said another word there, I'm sorry. Year 1111. Madnath. Jesus Christ. Focus. Madnath overcame the Cartrip record and landed himself firmly in the history books as the creator of the tallest volcano in Wurm, measuring at 402 dirts tall from the base, nearly equal to the tallest volcano in history. The spike already towered over nearby trees and buildings. Even fir trees were dwarfed by its presence. On that fateful day, the magma rose once again, flowed down the slopes of the spike, and cooled into hardened rock at 406 dirts, higher than the surrounding terrain. This only spurred on Madnath on to achieve greater and more impressive heights. Crikey, I'm hooked. Fuck. I need to
Come on, you got this.
I need to increase my UI. Bloody glasses are fogged up as well. Father Jack continued with his unwavering support. Madnath was not satisfied with progress that was merely good enough. You're a bit harsh, aren't you?
Well, you know, you gotta be honest with these projects, you know?
Advertisements.
Bloody hell, mate, how strong is the Shandy Passy building?
This is bloody lethal. I'm worried that I'm going to look down and freak out. Advertisements were distributed. Oh my god!
Would you like a hand?
This was not a good plan. Distributed, calling for other brave Wormians who were able to assist Madnath in his endeavour. Madnath hired several Wormians. Sorry, gone a bit Farmer Giles there. Who responded to the ads, and together they continued to summon forth the magma from Wurm's mantle, and saw even more exponential growth. Crikey. As the spike grew, the word, not the world.
Oh, sod, we've. Oh.
Are we there?
No, we're not.
I was gonna
That's
say.
the worst part. We seem to be stalling? Whoa!
I don't know! Oh my god!
Oh no! I basically reset all the progress now because I'm turning. I'm actually trying to turn and it's taking us back. Yeah, we're all the way. Oh, that's the worst part of taking people up on horseback. Eventually, it like breaks. Because you're not meant to ride into a slope, of course. You're technically like riding along it, if that makes sense.
None of this is making any sense.
It doesn't make sense. It's impossible to get up this bloody thing sometimes, I swear. It's just absolutely impossible.
Right then. Do not panic, people. We are still alive. Back to the story. As the spike grew, the word of its stature spread. Visitors began the voyage to Thatcher's Deed to see the spike for themselves. The taller it became, the more Wormians were roused to make the pilgrimage to the market beside the sea. Annually, the spike was increasing as much as 100 dirts in height, piercing the heavens, and gaining the attention of the Wormians the world over. Jesus Christ, say W's all the time. And the hearts of loyal followers of the project, and also those that died. Some of the supporters, including Blaze Craze, shouted praise and spread the story of the spike to distant shores. Others felt so moved by the experience of seeing the spike that they sought greater enlightenment along the power of path. Power of path.
Power of path. Yeah.
Path of power. Oh, good lord. Right. The power of path, in the hopes of summoning forth their own lance toward the heavens. More supporters flocked to the rocky home of the spike to glimpse. I'm not looking down. To glimpse its magnificence. Though some could only stand in awe and wonder at the marvel, others took up the mantle and began to volunteer their own power in the name of greater glory. Year by year the spike grew, and so did the dedicated group that sustained it during this time. No, focus, focus.
Nearly there. Somewhat.
Right, okay. By the day of luck in week 3 of the Starfall of Bear in the year 1112, the spike attained an implausible height start again. Lordy. Right. The spike attained an implausible height of over 1,000 dirts tall. The milestone reinvigorated the supporters of the spike, leading to an almost cult-like following. Staunch supporters camped out surrounding the spike to maintain their unwavering control of the lava that spared it. Oh, crikey, we got a GM. We're gonna die.
Oh, we'll be fine. They're probably just like looking at us and laughing at the fact that I've basically reset the progress once already. Who knows if it'll happen again? You could totally look down and scream if you like.
Let me get to the end of the story. Upward. Have I just missed out? Upward, right. Good lord. How not to read the history. Wormians joined Madnath's cause and tirelessly grew forth their power over the elements, and so the spike grew. Wurm grew. Rumours circulated and fed the fears of those who couldn't comprehend such a massive volcano. Some even speculated that it could pierce the sky and scrape the surface of Valere or knock Ceres from her orbit. That would have been quite incredible. The more these rumours, doubts and fears circulated, the more who converged on the massive volcano. Once the rumours of the spike stretching its way to the heavens reached the ears of an avatar of Magron, some of their oh my god, further. I can't even fucking speak. Surrounding the topic of the spike was an almost religious zeal. Wormians, including Kitchi, Apologies, I forgot your name, Ronna. Acted as missionaries to spread the word of the spike's glory. In passing, the missionaries could be heard saying such thing as "Long live the spike." Well, I think my streaming careers are well and truly over. Or, please take a moment to embrace the spike in your life. Wormians who once staunchly believed in and supported the gods now put their faith in the spike. Unwillingly. I can't focus! Unwilling to be rifled by mortals, the chosen of Valerie sought ways to stop the advancement of the threat that the spike now presented to them, instead of journeys to meet the avatars of the gods. Or pious?
Yeah, pious, yeah.
Pious. God, I was just looking for that. You know when you're looking for other words. Pious.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Pious isn't exactly a common word anymore. Also, I really hope that this doesn't bug out, because we're kind of... You can sort of tell how far up we are using the model, and we're sort of nearly at the stink point where we might get chucked down again.
Is it safe to look down? Oh my god. I think I'll just look up.
I don't think we can go any higher, truth be told. It's... Because if I turn the horse, you'll notice that we go down.
It's a unicorn we're on, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, unicorn. Wait, are we going
Oh,
down?
see.
Yeah.
I'm cursed with
Yeah,
unicorns. Ever since I killed one.
Oh dear, yeah, you don't kill unicorns.
Well, I was told
They
to.
remember.
In my defense.
I don't think there's any defense for that, mate. Sorry. Yeah, you know, I I'm turning and it's lowering us, you see. So it's a bit like...
I will continue.
Oh, I got chucked off.
No! What do you mean? Don't leave me up here! Oh my god!
Okay, don't help prepared me for that.
So that's why I had to sign that waiver.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, sugar. I can't...
Well, this is new.
That's the disembark bug, if you didn't know. Sugar, I really didn't plan for that. I'm trying not to swear, but I'm feeling like I'm getting there, you know?
I don't have a laugh or cry.
It could be worse.
Right, remember page 23. Oh my god.
I get to you.
Oh my god.
Unless maybe, Oh wait, I don't get the option to ride when I'm climbing. I don't get it at all. I can't bind it either. Sugar. Okay, let me think here,
What a lovely view.
Can I boost myself the same way? Oh god, I can. Okay.
Nice uni.
This requires a level of finesse, and by that I mean I have to unlock my what the hell is this? It just says window. Lock window. It doesn't say like lock whatever it is. Basically the quick bar, that's the word, quick bar.
Wow.
Right, let me just activate the unicorn.
Oh my god.
Alright, pray, buddy. Oh wait, no, I still don't have the option. I mean, I'm like very close to it. I'm basically just waiting until I get the option to like ride it in the select bar, and then I'm going to unclimb and see if I can just quickly get on it. It isn't fence jumper. You need to be on the same floor level first. I'm not kidding. I think where it's at, it's seeing the top of the slope or something like that. I'm not. So you know, it's almost as if I'm like a bunch of tiles away.
Ooh. So I'm literally on a sheer cliff.
I mean,
on a
to be
unicorn.
Fair, you're not that high up, to be honest. I only got a 78 damage wound. I'm not a 78 damage wound. Ooh, no, that'll be scary. I got a 21 damage wound, which is nothing.
So I could jump.
We'll see. Let me try this first. I do have access to a boost, I believe.
It's just
And I can just like summon soul you down if need be.
visions of the watermelon story are just coming to mind.
Yeah. I don't think you'll go fully splat. I think you'll make like a bit of a flop sound, if anything. A couple of cracks, definitely. But nothing too awful. Maybe. Did you put down your next of kin on that form?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, I am going to try and get on this unicorn. Oh god, it's not gonna work. I don't know why I'm trying it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. No, I gotta be on the same floor level. Sugar honey iced tea. This really did not work out. I'm very frustrated I got inbox bugged, to be honest. I think it's up to you. You could either be brave and jump it,
Oh my god.
or I could leave you hanging there while you read the story, and I'll go and get a priest.
How about I finish this story? So I haven't mentalized myself to.
I'll get a priest over if I can.
We will continue page 23.
I bet you never expected to be hanging off the side of the cliff while you read a story.
This is, I have to say, a bit of a first for me. Oh, lordy dordy. I'm just going to look out that way. Why we continue the story of the last eruption of the spike. Good Lord. Voyages to seek out the traitors to Valray. Wurmians were boarding Nars and carts and unicorns, wagons and corbetters, and navigating to Thatcher's Deed to behold the spike with their own eyes at the market beside the sea. This could not be borne, and so in unprecedented act of rage, a little bit worried now, spike rage could be a thing. Magranon bridled his support of the path of power and limited the heights to which Wurm's magma would climb, at the behest of the will of the brave. Wow. On the day of Wurm in week 4 of the Starfall of Diamonds, in the year 1113, the magma heated the rock face, but could not overflow. The stone cooled and changed against the frigid snow-covered landscape. The spike would rise no more. Unlike my blood pressure right now. Oh, crikey, what the hell is that? The courtier of the brave. God, I don't know if that's pronounced right. Of the brave that had dedicated years to the sculpting of fire and earth. mourned the end of their passion project. The audience wept and hung their heads in defeat. In turn, one by one, they shook away the snow to pack their tents, rolled up their red bedrolls, and stowed their picnic baskets. One after another, those wormiums boarded their nars and quarmettas. Mounted their horses and commanded carts and wagons, defeated. The spike frozen, they turned away with a final longing glance at its glory and withdrew to their own homes once more. Their hearts were heavy, knowing they would not see another eruption of their beloved volcano. Surveyors evaluated the spike and found it had reached a height of 1,390 dirts tall. Mortals had dared to challenge the heavens, and in the end, the gods flinched. Crikey.
Yeah, in Wurm Online I made gods flinch.
That's an impressive story.
Yeah, Serafina has a handful of these already made, just the different Worm events, and they are all fantastic. The work she does at her place is absolutely incredible.
I will say a complete apologies to her for completely butchering some of that stuff.
That was one of the first stories that she wrote. I don't know which other ones she has, because it's been quite a while since that one was written. But yeah, she has a handful of them, and they are all fantastic, and they all belong in her. They all live in her little library on Xanadu. And at some point, I definitely think you should go pay a visit, because every now and then she will host a scavenger hunt, and it's incredibly well done. Very, very well done.
I look forward to the reading of the story of when Calvert was stuck on a unicorn up your spike.
It would be a very fun story. I would really like it. Not sure if it will happen. You see, I don't think getting up here is entertaining enough to warrant trying to do it again. So I'm very disappointed that you didn't get a picture from the top.
I'm just glad we got down.
Yeah, you know, I would have felt kind of bad about getting you killed on your own stream, to be honest. I think I would have been the first player to cause it, which would have been one hell of a medal, now that I think about it, and now that I'm sort of tempted.
Let me give this storybook back, actually.
Yes, I need it. I think she only gives the books out also to the people they're actually written about, so it has pride of place on my LMC. I specifically keep it there just to keep it safe.
Outstanding.
But yeah, funny thing, you can't climb up it. If you climb up it like here, you just won't make progress. You could try. Oh, never mind, you can, but you've got to wiggle A and D. You've got to actually wiggle yourself. Oh dear.
Wiggle.
Even then, you fall down it very easily.
Crikey.
I totally think a GM could probably just cast Fall Walker on you and then teleport you to the top, and you just hit climb very quickly.
Whoa, don't give him any ideas.
I mean, if you have Fall Walker, you wouldn't take damage on the way down, and you could get a quick screenshot of the area surrounding. But yeah, maybe it wouldn't be possible actually, because it is just 1 point. Oh, sodding hell! Oh.
Ooh, where you gone?
Oh, I got confused because I tried to climb up and then I got the event message. You are summoned by a great force. That's it. So, Vayu has tried something there.
I was going to say you suddenly disappeared and then you reappeared.
Yeah, the spike can chuck you around if you let it. But no, in this case it was Vayu. I think you might be giving it a try. I don't know. I hope so, because the view from the top is very nice, but it is an utter nightmare to get up. I think I've only successfully reached the top twice. Because
Crikey.
it's that level of fiddly, unfortunately.
Fiddly, fiddly.
Um,
Oh,
I would just like to say to chat, as a matter of fact, I actually work for Audible. I am the CEO of Audible, and Joshua Calvert will now be getting a 5-year contract to read some incredible stories for us all. And he will be doing them all after at least 10 cans of hard Shandy Bass. Which, does Shandy Bass even have an alcohol content?
does for me.
Ah, yeah, I can tell. I feel like you should probably explain what Shandy Bass is to some of the people in chat who don't know.
Surely, they probably don't know, do they? It's basically, just lemonade.
Lemonade that tastes like somewhat coffee, really.
Oh, I'd love Shandy Bass.
You know, I've not tried it in many, many years.
The thing is, I don't know if it's very difficult to get hold of.
I think you can only get like council pop versions now.
Yeah. Such a shame.
Like the original is totally gone. Vayu hasn't said anything in local, so I think he probably summoned me down and then peaced out, so I don't think this will happen, unfortunately.
Oh, not to worry.
So, I mean, your pants remain clean.
Phew.
Somewhat.
Half.
Half. You are halfway to the point of no return, and it was barely saved. If you're trying to reach is unavailable, please try your message again later. Well, bugger. Yeah, I don't think we'll be reaching the top. Maybe I'll give it a try myself at some point down the line. I totally could climb this if like I really wanted to. Well, that's a lie. I've got the stamina for it, but actually reaching the top with the wiggling you gotta do is an entirely different story.
Who wants to see Madnath wiggle?
Hey, now don't. This is Twitch chat we're talking about. Don't give them any ideas.
Good lord.
Would you like to go to the halfway point? Quickly, not like climbing up.
Were we not at the halfway point?
I believe so, but the fact that you didn't get a chance to like take any pictures or anything, I think it's a bit of a shame because the view from up here is quite nice. Oh, never mind, it wouldn't be halfway, it would be about 30%. I have no idea if that would clear the trees or not. I mean, worth a shot, right?
Where's Oh, it's the green. It's the green bar, isn't it? God, do you know, I was going. Where's the stamina bar?
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. I got summoned up the spike, and I did not expect it. And my trousers are nearly gone.
There's something poking out down here. Not me. Are you up there?
Not at the top, but I'm a canny way up, I must admit. This does feel more like 45% maybe?
Oh, chat's saying that you're quite quiet on disc.
Oh, Oh, I didn't actually answer that yet, Rock. There was planned to be a market, but I'm incredibly lazy. So Joshua, I'm getting a message through. Make sure you're full stamina, so I would probably just quickly jump down. Not literally jump.
But like...
Oh, well, that's fine. Wouldn't it be funny if I could heal you from here? Can I actually mouse over you? I can. Where are you? I had you for a second there. Oh, no, never mind. That's not you. That's the unicorn. Don't take that the wrong way. The unicorn's a lot more colourful, but you are definitely the better reader, but not by much. Alright, turn on climb.
Right. Here goes nothing.
It may not be a pretty sight at first, but hang in there. I probably wouldn't touch
Oh
any
my
keys.
god. Where the hell
Oh.
am I?
You are up the spike. Your
Can I...
stamina is gone.
Gone?
I could totally...
Do I even touch anything? Oh man.
You can use your mouse to look around. I just wouldn't hit any keyboard keys, like any movement keys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there we go. We got you on the good side.
Oi, oi, oi. Right.
Oh, you can see me through the spike as well. Can I see you? You should just be across from me.
Ooh, what am I doing? No.
Oh, that's nice. I can actually heal you from the other side of the spike.
Whoa. I'm so scared to touch anything.
I quite like the look of the like deed below and just stuff like that. Like it gives a nice lay of the land from like a viewpoint most people wouldn't get a chance to see. And I really appreciate that. I really like that we can do that in the game, you know?
Whoa.
I fear the only way to make me audible is by turning me up to like 200% or something ridiculous.
Are they, I wonder if it's my end then. Let's just see if I can boost.
Usually you can just like click my little Discord icon in the call and you can turn me up to 200% using that. I would probably just stick with that. I have tried so hard to like increase my mic stuff and I can't find anything for it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna make any difference. Right, you're at 200 now, so I'll see if that...
Hello, I hope this is more audible in the stream now. I'm sure Lyrene will tell us if it's worked or not. Yes, it worked.
Yes.
There we go.
Good
yeah.
lord.
Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. I wonder. I do not have a refresh rune on me for you, and I have no idea now how to get you down because this priest doesn't have gems. I'm great at this, you know. I really know exactly what I'm doing. Lie. What god is this account? Vinora. Is there a Vinora all around here? There should be. Give me a moment.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, you definitely are not. I could totally just leave you there. I could come back tomorrow and the stream will be live and you'll come to the night and be like, good morning stream, I am now back and I see I am still trapped.
We're still on the spike. We're hooked on the spike.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, hooked on the spike. That's much better. It sounds less threatening that way. Okay, update. There is not a Vinor altar here. Ha ha ha.
Okay.
I will take the Wait, okay, no, I can do something silly here, but it's not silly because it will work. I'm gonna jump off the spike.
What? Oh my god, he's done it.
Oh yeah, I'm on the ground. Right, let's have a look. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to mail myself a gem from Deed to give to the priest to summon you down when you want to come down.
Now that is a story.
What do you think of the view? What do you think of the neat little view of the area? I quite like it.
It's very nice. Through my little peaky eyes. Oh my god.
I mean, if you feel bold, you could wiggle yourself down a bit and... Oh, actually, no, do not, because you've got no stamina, buddy. You've got no stamina, do not do it.
Oh yeah, I'm out of stamina, yeah.
Yeah, it's a wonder you're still hanging on.
I was gonna say, this is an actual horror movie.
I really have utterly buggered this entire thing up. And it's incredible, and I'm here for it. I love every moment of this.
Trust Willow, save my corpse. So... Oh my god.
If Joshua actually cocks it live on stream, I will take his corpse and I will put it in the tap dance graveyard. Tap dance does have a graveyard for people, and I will bury you there. Don't worry. It might be the least of your worries, but you know, at least you'll be left there with some dignity.
I didn't plant my tent either, did I?
See, the plan was I would give you a tent, to be honest. I was thinking like, oh, I should bring a tent for the man, just on the off chance.
I was prepared. I got a tent.
Dear me.
Nobody reminded me to use it. This is
Right.
all on other people.
I'm in a bit of a pickle here, because if I make you come down yourself, Willow is happy with me because she gets your corpse. But I feel bad about getting you killed.
That's bound to happen at some point.
But if I summon soul you down, I do not get you killed. But Willow doesn't like the fact that she's not getting your corpse. See my little conundrum? I'm opting to bring you down myself. I feel like karma rewards me more that way, you know?
Oh, I did promise Willow one day. I'll have to do something.
That is not today.
Not today on the stream.
Depends on who you are more afraid of. Well, to be frank, Joshua Calvert is not particularly threatening because he can barely read on the stream. I don't think he'll put up much of a fight.
No.
But Willow can literally rip my heart out of my body.
I'm getting yes straight away. Whew. Bloody hell.
I hope that was at least enjoyable.
That was
certainly eventful.
very thrilling.
Very thrilling, let's never do it again.
Never coming back ever again.
This is why people do not invite me to their streams.
No, but it was a bloody good laugh. Very enjoyable. Very tense.
Yeah, I really didn't intend on the tension. I thought we would probably like reach at least most of the way to the top. You'd get a look down and would go, ooh, look at that. And instead it's like, oh, sugar honey iced tea, I got disembarked bugged. You are now stuck up there. I now need to figure out how the hell to get you back down.
Oh my god.
And then that happened twice because we got you put back up there again. I'm not a great host, but at least it's been entertaining.
Oh, definitely. I would recommend, fellow Wurmians, do come and visit the Spike of Doom. Do bring a tent, but remember to plant it.
Yeah, remember to plant it. The spike is off Deed, so you definitely can do it. There is literally nothing stopping you.
But don't go up on a unicorn.
Not unless you're particularly brave, or have a lot of health, or stone skin, or farm walker.
but blimey, that is very, very impressive. One of a
Thank
kind
you.
as well.
There are some other spikes around, but none of them have that sort of pizzazz. I don't think. I don't think many people. I think of the couple that exist, I think we only know one of them, which is smaller, is player made. We don't know about the other one
Blimey.
because we've never like a project about it has not been posted about of the one which I reference in my thread.
Oh, we got a PM. Let's just hope it's nothing. You suck. Is this the spike stream? Well.
This is the spike stream. Yeah, we've done all sorts of stuff. Sapaku was very late to it. He literally asked in the Lines chat where the stream was, and I told him we're already well into it. Here is the link.
Oh
Come
dear.
on, Sapaku. What I will do, actually, I will post the link to the thread in the stream chat. If anybody would like to see any of the pictures and such which were made during the creation of the spike, it's all in there. There is also a wonderful GIF of me and Friskessa with fireworks going off behind the spike.
Outstanding.
And it's a GIF, so it looks brilliant. And it's all in the thread, including my unfiltered reaction to the day that the erupt got nerfed. It's quite fun. But yeah, I really do think that's it. I've done basically all the silly stuff I want to do with this.
No, that's really been quite an incredible experience.
No, I'm glad to hear it. It's one of those things that's just really been endearing to me. It's been the favourite little thing I've worked on, and I'm glad that it gets brought up and is talked about still.
Definitely.
You know? I'm actually curious how you heard about it.
Well, I think many moons ago, either yourself or Fab said, "Oh, lots of things have changed at the deed," and I think I vaguely recall seeing some of the pictures in the thread. And unfortunately, then things sort of like in real life just overtook stuff, and I've just not really been doing much streaming.
Yeah, there was a big period where we noticed that, like, oh, where have the streams gone? Where have you been at?
Yeah, I think I've put it down to that summer downturn. You know, where all the Wurm players seem to disappear. But I don't know. It's just sort of like thinking, right, I need to get it off the deed because that's doing my head in at the moment. And I was just going back through stuff, and I thought, you know what? Let's see if you're around tonight.
I'm around most of the time, let's be honest. I've forgotten what colour the grass is outside. I know it's green in game, but I think it's like red outside. I don't get out enough, you know, so I'm usually around. But as far as my own recommendations go for places to visit, I would definitely catch up with Serafina after reading that story.
No, definitely. I'll take a trip over. I'll send her a PM and see if she can do a visit.
Yeah, she's very open about the deed. She loves to have people around, and like I say, you know, I think the first time I went there was for the scavenger hunt, and she did an absolutely incredible job of it. It's themed. All of the buildings there are themed.
Oh, right.
They all have little things like you've got your potters and you've got your archaeology people and your booze and all that stuff. I would say bring some copper coins because you can buy some Dragonwick. That's the name of the deed, Dragonwick coffee cups. I bought a rare unfinished coffee cup and had Serafina finish it and sign it like she signs the mugs, which she sells. Because it's just like, I went there and I just loved the entire thing so much.
Right, we are making a note.
I'm just going to quickly narrate this stream chat. Serafina wrote me a book too. She's lovely. I also bought a rare kiln there. Yep, Serafina is one of the very best of us in game, honestly. Not a bad thing to say about She's got her deed and what she wants to do with it, and she does it absolutely incredibly. She's got a lot of love and passion for the game, and it shines through in what she does. So I'm very thankful that we've got her around in the community and that I'm friends with her and that she was willing to write me a story about the spike. And being the first story that she wrote was it was an honor, honestly, when I actually got to read it. I didn't expect something of that quality and care.
No, definitely.
But yeah, no, I think that covers it, unless you've got anything you want to ask or chat has questions we missed earlier or something like that. Willow was very tempted to
kill
get
us.
both killed, yes. I have no idea if Willow would have managed to kill both of us. I think she could have managed to kill one of us, but maybe not both.
Or she would decimate me, that I know without a shadow of a doubt.
Lyrene is asking, how many hours did this take? Probably if you're just like accounting for like actual action time, maybe like 2 hours overall. Erupt is like, what, 45 seconds and freezes 1 minute 30? But if you're like actually talking like length of time in regards to days, we have been at this for... Man, I have no bloody idea. Over a year, probably, I would say. It's been a long project, which is why it hurt so much when it died. The project itself went on for a very long time. 18-hour cooldown or something like that for Erupt and Freeze. And we had a bunch of people doing it all at different times. So
Bloody hell.
it's meditation ability. So there was a lot of people coming together and then slapping the cast down because they don't use it very often. Usually Erupt is used for like odd versions of terraforming and for repair grinds and butchering grinds. Lava's very useful. It's very underutilized in the game, frankly.
Wow. No, that is definitely impressive. And quite a considerable tourist attraction for Selly.
Yeah, I don't know of anything truly like it. And it's very easily accessible. And at some point I will have the deed right next to it, Thatcher's deed, serving some sort of purpose, but I don't know. I'm just a bit lazy right now.
You know, it would be really, really cool
What's that?
if the dev team made a miniature, much like the Independence one, of the spike.
I would love that. I don't know if it's quite that monumental to the game history, but I would certainly love it. I would love to just be able to have them be crafted or something. Or, you know, if you could craft them, I would make a bunch of them, try and make them high quality, and I would just set up like a little merchant here as like a tourist attraction type thing. Get them made by the person who made the spike and all that jazz.
That would be cool.
Also, good God, could you imagine trying to like terraform this down?
Jesus.
Because you can't mine over 300 soap, so you would have to do some weird stuff to get dirt up and keep the rock exposed or something. I have no idea.
Man.
So, with that in mind as well, it's kind of understandable maybe why they put such a harsh restriction on it.
Yeah.
Because like, I think this is going to be a permanent mark on the map, unless somebody comes along and does something absolutely insane.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's quite scary. Well, God, poor guy.
I feel like if a new player was like sailing along and saw it, they'd probably think the game like terrain is glitching out or something. That's how I feel about it, and that makes me happy, you know, because that's the kind of thing that makes a person interested in what options there are.
Definitely.
Like I see this like weird spike in the distance here. Is that like the game bugging out? And it's like, oh no, that's something a player did because they could. It's like, oh okay, like I can do stuff that's batshit weird as well. It's like, oh well, sort of.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, but you know, like it's a good idea of the kind of openness you can approach the terraforming in the game.
No, that is damn impressive.
Oh, thank you.
Damn, what
but
an
yeah.
adventure.
That is all. That is all there is for the spike, really. You've been live for how long now? An hour and 35 minutes. We've basically waffled on about a spike for an hour and 30 minutes, mate. 45 minutes of that has been you struggling to read, and we wouldn't change a moment of it.
Oh, I'm sure Sephirina will probably put me on a KOS list for butchering her stories.
No, she'll probably Joshua Calvert her future novels. Like, give him a pass over, like, is that too much for Joshua after
Yeah.
Candy Bass? No, I think that's fine. We'll keep this one.
No words with longer than 10 letters.
Mate, you are struggling with pious.
It's
It's
true.
not too ambitious here.
Knock it down to 3.
We'll be very careful with what we say.
Oh dear, oh dear.
But yeah, no, I'm happy that you've came along. I'm happy you've had a good time, that you've enjoyed it. I hope chat has enjoyed it too. I'm happy that all these people came along and got the history of it and just sort of how silly it's been.
Definitely. Well, I hope chat's enjoyed it as much as I have. I hope their ears are a little bit more... No, Willow.
I mean, I could, if Joshua accepts a spar, I could probably body bag him.
Whoa!
No, I mean, I would get close to body bagging him, but I don't think it would actually, go all the way.
She can wait a little bit longer, I feel.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to have your blood on my hands. Not after you come and visit my tourist structure.
If you do come here, you will have to sign your life away.
Yeah, that's a given. I legitimately, I've thought about maybe putting like little disclaimers down, just saying, be careful climbing this, you may die.
Yeah.
But decided against it. The lessons you learn best are the ones that you learn the hard way.
And that will be a very hard lesson learned.
Yeah, and especially when you think about the watermelon again,
Good lord, yeah. Too many visions of that halfway up.
I don't think you've realised either why the deed is called what it is as well. Like, you read it in the book, but I don't think you quite caught
I
it on.
probably haven't caught it on. Probably too much going on up there. See, I've got visions of a certain PM here, but
A certain, like, Prime Minister? You've got it exactly right, mate.
righty.
There,
Okay.
there we go, you've got it. Very nice, very nice. Don't worry, the deed name is fully within rules, as far as I'm aware, at least. It's a very long-standing name.
Cool.
Plus, I don't know, Thatcher's Deed just sounds pretty fun. I've always thought, like, the name of Thatcher's Cider in the UK is, like, quite a nice one. It's just something nice about saying it,
Blimey.
How the deed looks, I think Thatcher's does actually suit it, so...
Nice.
Nothing to look at right now. It looks a bit crap. Do not look at the gravestone in between the spirit gate here.
Why?
I
want to come over there now.
you know what? Actually, you totally could. You totally could, because it's an actual player corpse that's buried here.
My God, you got a lot of corpses here.
Yeah, we got Zaj, we got Liswan, and that's it actually. Yes, that wasn't all. Yes, it wasn't taken. Yes, I took it in a moment.
Oh my God.
The idea that I was given was I should keep the alt active and make it a mag priest and make it my strong wall alt. You know exactly why.
Nice touch.
But the one issue of actually keeping that alt active is all of the milk on my deed would be poured away, so I decided against it.
Blimey.
That's a joke only me and you, I think, we get, really.
Oh, there's a yellow name, just a GM.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea, I said too much. Anyway.
Moving on.
Where is he?
he's jumped off the spike.
Oh, wait, what? Do you see him?
Oh, he's just said no.
Oh, I just saw him there. Oh my god, I see him. He's at the top.
He's just not at the top, surely.
He is. He's at the very
Oh my god, it's right up there.
No, he's just jumped right
whoa!
back down.
Wow.
Right, you need to like clip this, remove our audio, and just replace it with the X-Files theme. There's a flying human around the place.
Do it one more time. That is
I
quite
don't think he's
freaky.
gonna do it one more time. He doesn't do requests. He's very stern.
Very stern.
Look at that hat. It demands respect.
Aye.
Oh no, he's back up.
Wait, he's back up there. Ooh.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
I love that it's like pushing him part the way down again, and then like he just goes right back up.
Oh my god, where's it gonna land? Man, you see some stuff on Wurm.
What a bizarre game. You gotta love it.
Oh, I feel that needs a bow. Ooh, not rummage. That could go wrong.
Rummage instead of bow is very impressive. I will also bow.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I think the worst part about the bow emote is it is so close to flirt and kiss hand that it can be quite uncomfortable, you know?
Have a good morning. Keep out of his pockets. I think he's onto us.
Oh yeah, oh, sure. I better not post the stealing skill tick I got. I mean, look, he's right. It is technically morning for us now. Look at the time.
Is the sun coming up? What time is it?
Oh no, the sun isn't coming up. Bloody hell. It's like 4 or 5 hours to last, right? No, it's just mid. It's just 5 minutes past midnight. You're alright. You're alright.
Bloody hell, 5 minutes past lunch.
Yeah, we've been going on about this place for that long. It's impressive.
Wow. I thought it was like, 45 minutes maybe.
No, we went on about this for a long time, and viewership has held steady.
Bloody hell. That's
It's impressive. We have looked at what is essentially just 4 tiles. When you think about it, it's just 4 tiles.
We are pros.
Have a good day.
Take care at work.
Thanks, Jumper. Yeah,
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for coming along. Thank you for the fun. Thank you for taking us like half the way up as well. It was really nice of you.
Aye.
Greatly appreciated. But yeah, no, when you think about it, we've basically waffled on for like an hour and 40 minutes now or something like that. About 4 tiles.
That's an achievement, I feel.
4 tiles have had a story written about them and an oral history, and a thread, and been likened to a religious movement in the game. I feel that's pretty impressive.
That's a damn good show.
I'm glad you had fun. Glad you had a great time. I hope chat's had a lot of fun with it as well.
Definitely.
I appreciate the love that the community's given it since it started, all the way until now as well. It's very nice to have a project that sort of imprints itself on the game world even after its untimely demise. So I do appreciate it a lot. So thank you to you, Joshua. Thank you to everybody who has watched and posted about it, talked about it, shared their love for it. I love it a lot too, and
Thanks.
I will keep protecting it.
Thanks for having us.
It's not a problem at all.
Outstanding. Terrifying, but outstanding.
Yeah, well, there we go. You know the first point of contact you must go to in Celebration now when you start to stream the server to us again. We're
Yes.
all eagerly awaiting the return to Celebration.
I'll be honest.
Uh-oh.
We've done 2 episodes,
Hmm.
and it was like it really started to hit home that some of these deeds aren't around anymore. And it was I really sort of like I was quite shocked at how much of an effect that had. It was like I got really depressed about it.
Yeah.
As strange as it sounds, it's just like those deeds are gone. Those people either gone or they've probably moved on to maybe to another deed. But I will be back because it's just like I think the second one especially was just like crikey, that's gone, that's gone.
Yeah, there are like a lot of like little disbands either due to upkeep
Yeah.
or other things. Like very recently we had Kabuki Blues, which is a deed I liked, by Costume, disband, and they logged in, and I wanted to quickly tell them, like, you know, hey, like the deed dropped, but you know, like a couple of horses were rescued from there, but like before I could even get the message in, because I tabbed into the game, they'd already logged out. So
I mean, it's totally, it's a natural progression of Wurm and stuff, and you know, he's got to expect it. But it's just like I was just
always sad.
yeah,
Really
it's just all that effort and time that a lot of people have done some spectacular deeds, and it's just like that's gone. And it's just like
just a little personal history here, or just about the area that we're on.
don't mind.
It used to it used to belong to somebody who was a friend of mine, Madagascar got, and it just randomly he just disappeared. He had alluded to it a few times that like one day he just like might completely disappear without a word, and I didn't really take it too seriously because we were doing a lot of little things together. Like sometimes he would like do pan filling type stuff for me. Sometimes we'd work on like other little projects. Sometimes it would just be grind advice. And yeah, no, eventually he just didn't log in. First it was a couple of days, then the week mark hit, and then months, and then the deed dropped, and sort of hit that he wasn't coming back. So I waited until everything fully disbanded and rotted away here, and I took the land over. This is where his deed was. And I hope that he would like what I've done with the place. It's sort of like a memory of them in a way. I have no idea if they're okay or not, frankly. I hope they are. It was an interesting moment when I saw this signature on an item in Nirav's museum. That's another point you should look at, Nirav's museum on...
It's on Independence, isn't it?
Yes. Also, brilliant place. Brilliant place.
I think we've been there.
Oh, yes.
I'm trying to remember, to be honest.
I think I remember it, actually, yeah.
I think, yeah, we went just not on the opening. I think it was a week or maybe a couple of weeks after. Because that was just filled with stuff, and it's just like, crikey, I recognise some of these names. And
yeah, Madagascar God's name was in there, and I was just like, wow, that's like a sort of like a blast from the past almost. It just felt surreal to see it, and be like, wow, it's now like one history, I suppose.
yeah,
Woroku stuff in there as well. Woroku is a celebration player who passed on. You might notice that his fences are all gone from tap dance.
Ah, right.
So yeah, he was another person who was missed.
Blimey.
How's the mountain build going?
What was it? Ah, that could be. Is that microwave? Is that Calvert's Peak you're asking, or one of?
Yeah, microwave. So Calvert's Peak. How is Calvert's Peak doing?
Yeah.
That's the sound of I've not done anything.
No, I mean the main object of that was to sort of like rebuild, not what was there originally, Moongate, but just to rebuild a similar design that Moongate had. But now it's coming along. I haven't actually done a lot there at the moment. Mainly due to I'm going to put it down to summertime, and I don't know if any other worms also have similar sensations or feelings, but during the summer I've struggled to... I don't struggle to log into Wurm, I just struggle to do or remain focused to do stuff in Wurm. I tend to log in and just sit around and not do much.
Mate, that's me every day. I know exactly what you mean.
And then come sort of like, I don't know, September, that's when it will... You get your mojo back. You get galvanized to do more stuff.
I do more absurd projects until you just decide, okay, that's enough for a little bit. Or you lose that mojo to do it.
You can, I find that you can easily get burnt out though. I think I hit that with the mountain build. Great doing the towers and doing the stuff from Memorial to Moongate and stuff. When I came to do the villa, it's like, this is a very similar design. And then I tried to build a castle and I thought, I don't like castles.
Yeah, I finished like the actual buildings for the steed, and then it came to doing the lighting, and I was just like, ugh, it's a lot of marble brazier pillars, and I just can't be bothered.
They are a nightmare to bloody build as well.
Because you got to build them, then you got to light them, then you got to bless them, so they just keep burning. And it's just like, I'll do this again some other time. And then it was like, I need to do the mine as well, and I'm just like, I like mining normally, but the vein busting is just boring. So, and plus some of the like areas still like slightly dirted, so then if I want to erupt them away, I've got to like fiddle on with that, and I'm just like, another time, and it never happens.
And yes, I do actually have to fit in tidying up Willow's deed. Because, oh my god, I don't know how you find anything.
Mate, that is how I feel about Francesca's inventory.
It's just like...
I'm not kidding. I log on to her account sometimes, like rifts and stuff, and it's just like, nah, can't do it. She has an entire deed in her inventory at all times, and it drives me bonkers.
Oh my god.
It's like, oh wow, she is slow walking. Oh wow, there are 7 weapons, 5 shields, an entire tool set, and some horse armor in here.
That reminds me of someone.
I logged in the other day and there was 33 kilograms of like 40 quality honey. Honey! Never leave home without it. Just honey. No particular use for it, no particular need for it. I asked about it and he was like, oh yeah, just there. Just can't fathom it. No judgment, but I just can't fathom it.
Oh, apparently it's like a lady's handbag. Everything's in there just in case.
Yeah, like, look, I've got, like, if I do a mining grind, I have a tactical salad. I would just keep a salad in my inventory to eat as I mine. But, like...
Oh, Madnath, we've lost you. Have you muted yourself? Where's he gone? I'm just going to ask if he's still in local. Maybe the curse of the spike. Maybe we shouldn't have been discussing ladies' handbags. Well, I think we've lost Matt. Oh, we shall see if he reconnects.
Oh, am I...
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Where you go now?
Oh, good luck. Okay, am I back?
Ah, there you are.
Oh my... Yeah, I was just saying there, like, I had just loaded up Twitch on my phone and said, oh, looks like my internet just doesn't want to exist right now, and it's reconnecting to chat. And then it just quickly dropped me back in here, and I'm like, oh great, and then disconnected me again. Now I'm back. Wow, that was... The good news is I have no idea what I was saying, so I'm just going to stop talking about that.
I think we should keep away from that subject. It seems to be taboo.
But yeah, no, I think that is just about everything about the area that is of note and of mention. I feel like I've covered everything I needed to cover and wanted to cover.
No, that's outstanding.
Did all of my silly comparisons as well with that statue of Dragonkind, so I'm very, very pleased.
Outstanding. Right. Well, peeps, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream there while I head back to Exodus. Do come and have a look at the spike. It is an impressive sight. Right, Matt, thank you very much for having us. Taking the time out as well.
Not a problem. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you for listening to me waffle on and say silly things.
Not at all. We should we'll try and organise something else.
Maybe a tour of August Ball.
Yes. Or you could visit Exodus.
You know, I was thinking of telling you just about that. You know, it's nothing against Exodus. It's quality time over quantity of time. Which explains why I've been to Xanadu more, if you know what I mean. Nudge.
Oh my god, you've gone against your own book.
I know, right? But no, the time spent on Exodus has been quality, so I can't complain. But yeah, I need to be there more.
Cool. Just bring that as a tidy... Okay, yep. We've now been volunteered to both Tidy Willow's deed. Punishment.
You know, I just remembered there's an oven on my deed, so I'm gonna have to tap out of it this time. Yeah, you know, the kettle is... we don't have kettles. Sugar. Yeah, no, oven's fine. Yeah, the oven's on.
Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah,
No, ring.
Impressive.
Wow.
Dear God.
Oh, like a 12-year-old kiddie.
Oh, well, you and me both.
Dear oh dear.
No, but yeah, no, I think we've peaked there. I think that was it.
Oh, drum roll. Peaked.
Yeah.
Oh, so you called it a spike though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even spikes have their peaks, so no, it works. Dear oh dear.
This is where I get completely caught up with the server. Right. I will bid you good night on disc. Thank you very much again for having us, though.
Good night. Thank you for having me. Thank you very much for having me on stream and all of that jazz. Thank you.
Take care.
Goodbye.
Right then, peeps. Thank you very much for joining us both on this one. It's been quite an adventure, to say the least. Let me just get back on here. Hopefully we are back on... Are we back on Exodus? Yes. Right then. There you go. Well, I was very impressed with the story, though. Just a shame that I completely butchered that up. Trying to read small fonts and big words while having a drinky do is not recommended. Right. I will now head back to my deed, and I will let all of you get to bed, because it's midnight, half midnight, means it's Saturday, in half an hour maybe, was it? No, it could be Saturday now. It's Friday, yeah, it's Friday. Jesus. Right. I will definitely shanty bastard. Indeed. I also blame the cheese and vinegar crisps. Got a craving for hobnobs now though. There. Got a rainbow theme. Man, that's taking it back. Rainbow flying high. Is that it? That's all I can remember. I remember the really bad animation. Let alone the really bad is it Rod, Jane and Freddy? Come on Willow, help me out here. Rod, Jane and Freddy, was that the ones? I should have had some moonshine. That would have been fun. Wow, I see Matt's got this down to a T. If it's going just... What is rainbow? What are they going on about? Right, people. I will wrap it up there, because it's not going to be very exciting watching me sail back to Valspring. Thank you very much for joining me there. Thank you very much for all the follows. Yeah. And that were off stream actually. And I will be back one day. Don't know when yet. But I'm sure we'll see more exciting things in the wonderful world of Wurm. Right peeps, you all take care. And I bid you all a good night.